Hi Virgo, Enchantress here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you navigate the month's upcoming challenges. Now, if you'd like to learn more about Enchantress the author, you can hit the down bar. All of my links are there, as well as the links for the healing chakra beads and the sun catchers. Now, we're here to do Cancer season, as well as Leo season. So it's the whole of July in its entirety. Cancer season, though, is here from June 21st through July 22nd. It's the start of a new season. The cardinal water sign of Cancer is ruled by the moon, making Cancer very in tune with their emotions. This zodiac sign rules the domicile. Nurturing the space around them is one of the most beautiful characteristics this sign harbors. Because Cancers are ruled by the moon, their feelings are frequently changing. As moon cycles shift, so can their emotions. This month, you'll have to find a balance in your emotions as it pertains to work and home life. Cancer is prompting you to nurture your children, your friends, your colleagues, your home, even your work projects. Put the work into encouraging growth and development on all levels. And don't forget, summer is here. Live, laugh, love, enjoy it. You know, it's time. So let's go over some of the major transits, and then we'll talk about how it's going to affect your sign. Uranus, the planet of shocks and surprises, is in Taurus. It's an earth sign. It reigns over our money, our values, our resources, which are all free to progress these areas of our lives. They're experiencing a drastic evolution. The sun, right now, is in Cancer at the start of July. It's keeping our focus on nurturing our lives and those around us. Cancer is prompting us to put effort toward enriching what really matters. On July 22nd, the sun will move into the sign of Leo at 0 degrees. Leo rules the house of romance, creativity, and children. This is prompting us to get started on a new creative project, maybe even explore a love interest. Enjoy the summer months. Mercury, the planet of communication, sales, skills, intellect, it went retrograde back in June on the 18th. In the sign of Cancer at 14 degrees. We talked about you being discerning as to those you spark dealings with. You know, you getting yourself in the midst of underhanded, lazy characters who mean to misuse your talents. This retrograde is going to last until July the 12th. Now, on July 12th, that's when Mercury will move forward in Cancer, and talks about home and family will again come your way. Now, Venus, the planet of fantasy, inspiration, dreams, even illusions, remains retrograde in Pisces. This transit will, of course, affect Pisces the most. We talked about this before. It could make you sleepy, tired, and things like that, slack off as to your ambitions, but you are going back, because a retrograde is all about returning back to the past. So you'll be going back over past fantasies, past inspirations, past dreams, illusions, delusions for a second look. Mars, the planet of energy and challenges, is still in Aries, where it is exalted. This is wonderful, especially for Aries and Scorpio, who are ruled by Mars. The position also trines Leo, sending them blessings and positive energy. But as a collective, as a whole, you know, Aries, Mars is back where it belongs, where it wants to be. So our ability to overcome hardships is heightened. Charon goes retrograde at 9 degrees of Aries on July the 11th. Triumph and or healing can be obtained in love, business, or otherwise. Only after overcoming challenges and insecurities, though. I'll tell you which area for you later. Jupiter is conjunct Pluto on June 30th. Now, this is a huge conjunction, okay? These are two heavy hitters. The planet of luck, expansion, and travel, and the planet of rebirth, renewal, even taxes it deals with. Anyway, they're conjunct. So our lives are going through a huge rebirthing. This energy is going to last. The conjunction is in Capricorn, so it's favorable for making great strides in literature and education. But you can't be afraid to try new things. You must expand your repertoire, okay? Now, Jupiter is going to sextile Neptune at 20 degrees on July the 27th, bringing more opportunity to fulfill that long-held aspiration, okay? Maybe even in travel. Or expanding your business. Saturn remains retrograde until September 29th, but enters Capricorn on July 1st. Okay, so as you know, Saturn is the planet of restrictions, responsibility, karma, good or bad, karma or dharma. Your actions help determine how your karma plays out. I'll tell you more about it below, as far as how it affects your sign. Saturn is going to be quincunx the true node on July 16th, a couple weeks or so after that, in Capricorn at 28 degrees. This is great for working on an artistic endeavor. Success can be achieved in creating something that will boost your status in the world. You can really make a name for yourself among your peers, okay? Now, Pluto, the planet of rebirth, renewal, resources, it's retrograde until October 4th. During this time of revolutionary change, we must put effort toward self-care. Maintaining balanced emotions will be the key to staying grounded in logic. With the massive propaganda being hurled at us by the media, we must be very discerning as to the information we allow to take root in our minds. Try not to veer too far left or too far right. That's going to become a challenge in the coming months. Still, I beg of you to make every attempt to do so. Take the steps you feel necessary to remain healthy in mind, body, and soul. But do not allow fear to hold you stagnant, okay? Everybody has to take certain precautions. You know the level that you need to take. Stay safe, my friends, and do not forget to be kind to one another. Okay, so the full moon on July the 5th is a partial lunar eclipse in the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn at 13 degrees the south node. The south node deals with your karma. It's where you've been. It's tests you've had before. It's giving you a chance to pass these tests now. It could deal with how you show up in the world, because Capricorn is about mastery and achievement. A full moon brings things to a culmination. What you've been manifesting is coming to fruition, good or bad. Now, the new moon on July 20th is in the cardinal water sign of Cancer at 28 degrees. This brings opportunity, as any new moon does. Because it's in the area of home and family, this could bring a chance to start a home-based business or even build security within the domicile. But alas, the new moon that's down here in Cancer is squaring Aries, okay? That's a 90-degree angle, okay, it's making. It's going to bring challenges and hidden enemies out. So be discerning as to whom you share your plans with, those new opportunities coming your way. So let's see now how this is going to affect your sign directly, now that we've gone over how this is going to pertain to the collective. Is that a bee? Okay. Now, Virgo ranges from August 23rd through September 22nd. We talked about Uranus, the planet of shocks and surprises, being in Taurus, reigning over our money, our values, our resources. For you, it's in the sign of travel, education, your beliefs, what you believe in, okay? Those are experiencing drastic changes over the next 6 years, okay? It's there until 2026. Now, the sun is in Cancer at the start of July, prompting us to put effort toward enriching what really matters to us. Now, for you, you're lent energy, positive energy, because you sextile Cancer, okay? So Cancer, Cancer actually sextiles Virgo. So that's going to lend you positive energy in that area. So the area of friends and high hopes is where your opportunities will come knocking during Cancer season, okay? friends, goals, and high hopes. Now, once it shifts over into Leo on July the 22nd, that rules your area of secrets and privacy, even sacrifice. Guard your plans and information, Virgo. That's what I'll say. Mercury goes direct on the 12th, though, at 5 degrees Cancer. That's going to drive communication forward in your sector of friends and high hopes and goals as it pertains to home and family as well. So you have a sextile there because you sextile Cancer. So that makes the opportunity positive, okay? Now, Venus, the planet of romance, finance, abundance, pleasure, is direct in Gemini. While these areas are free to progress, Gemini does square your sign, bringing you some challenges to overcome in these areas, especially where it deals with career and mastery, as far as your finances, your abundance, and your pleasure. But don't fret, Virgo. You have other aspects, lending a hand in that department. But just know you're going to incur challenges there. Neptune, the planet of fantasy, inspiration, dreams, illusions, delusions. It remains retrograde in Pisces. This is in your area of partnerships. Challenges you've had in the past in these areas are getting a second chance. Although Neptune as well as Virgo squares the North Node in Gemini, your sign trine Saturn in Capricorn. This is going to give you the power to stay, to dig your heels in. It's going to give you some staying power, okay, in your area of romance, children, and creativity. Okay, you can really manifest your goals in those areas. Mars, the planet of challenges and energy, is still in Aries where it is exalted. Our ability to overcome hardships is heightened. We talked about this. This is going to impact your area or your sector of shared resources. So you'll have, energy and challenges there, but you'll have to put energy toward growing your shared resources. Putting effort into building it. Quite simply, that's what that's saying. Now, Chiron goes retrograde at 9 degrees of Aries on July 11th. Triumph and or healing can be obtained in love, business, or otherwise after overcoming challenges and insecurities. This is in your area as well, like I talked about before, in shared finances. So maybe, with that coming back around on the 11th, maybe that's your chance to go ahead and an opportunity comes through for you to correct it, for you to go ahead and build your shared finances with Chiron there healing something. Now, Jupiter, a planet of luck, expansion, even travel, sextiles Neptune at 20 degrees on July 27th, bringing opportunity your way. It's a time to fulfill a long-held aspiration in your area of partnerships. When I say partnerships, I mean partnerships all across the board, okay? All your relationships. Travel and transportation is highlighted. And if that's the case, actually education as well. Learning new things. So let's fulfill those dreams, right, Virgo? Now, Saturn entering Capricorn on July 1st influences your area of romance, creativity, even children. Your actions help determine how your karma plays out. Luckily, you trine Capricorn. That brings you a blessing in those areas where you're being tested. You have blessings coming in. Saturn is quintile, which is a favorable aspect, the true node, at 28 degrees of Capricorn on July 16th, a couple weeks after or so after that. This is great for working on, and this is great for working on an artistic endeavor. Success can be achieved in creating something that will boost your status in the world, Virgo. You can really make a name for yourself among your peers. The trine aspect in your area of creativity, romance, and children makes all the difference. The universe is looking out for you. Okay, Virgo? Now, the full moon partial lunar eclipse on July the 5th is in Capricorn at the South Node, affecting your sector of romance, children, creativity. As you know, the South Node deals with your karma in that area. Let's hope you pass those tests so you get to where it is you're trying to go, because this could deal with how you show up in the world. okay? It's about career. It's about mastery. And you trine Capricorn. So you have a blessing there, okay? So I'm rooting for the best for you, especially with that trine there. It's looking good for you. Now, the new moon on July 20th in the sign of Cancer affects your area of friends, high hopes, and goals. It squares Mars and Aries, okay? That new moon is squaring Mars and Aries. We talked about that. So be discerning as with whom you share your plans. You know, be discerning with whom you share your plans with or strike up dealings, okay? Now, your sign does sextile Cancer. So positive energy is coming your way. It's a positive opportunity. Just keep it to yourself, okay, Virgo? Now, Mercury is, again, let me reiterate, Mercury is retrograde until July the 12th. So it's the time to work on things, not to launch. You launch after the 12th, after July 12th, okay? All right, thank you for going over the month of July with me, Virgo, and I'll see you in August. Bye.